Good morning. We're talking about Plato, the great Greek philosopher, about the model of laws. He proposed in the book The Laws. The laws is a system that combines aspects of aristocracy and democracy. The state administration is carried out by different levels of servers, above which the nocturnal council. This council is composed of the oldest and most honorable servers, and is not elected by citizens. Nevertheless, its members could have been elected for the public post occupied before entering the council. The main responsibilities of the nocturnal council are: 1. To develop philosophical studies in order to obtain thorough understanding of the laws ruling the state. 2. Establish an interchange with philosophers from other cities as to improve the laws of Magnesia, the name imagined by Plato for this ideal republic. To make sure that the philosophical and legal principles the councillors respect performing their duties are outspread to all citizens. According to Werner Jaeger, although surprising in some aspects, Plato's political and pedagogical proposition presented in the laws is not substantially different from the one presented in the Republic, the other famous book in these subjects made by Plato's work as a philosopher in Athens. The councillors play roles similar to one of the guards. They are the supreme defenders and the main diffusers of virtue. Now the question is how to define virtue in ethical model proposed by Plato. Here virtue implies what is political virtue. In Athens, the proposal of Plato to get a society made by happy people and by peace horizon, to avoid tyrannies like the one the Spartan state imposed to Athenian people, and to avoid that, Plato proposes that there are two fountains to be happy, personally and in a social level, in a determined state. The fountains are the knowledge, the science, the true knowledge, the search for the truth, and the other sources for being happy are the pleasures of the body. And if you have a good functioning body, you can also work to have a wiser intelligence from the soul, or the rational part of the soul. How do we get this? Educating youngs using the music, dance, gymnastics to have a good harmony between body and intelligence, knowledge, dialectic knowledge, implying mathematics, geometry, and gymnastics, as I was saying, and the idea of justice, the value of searching the good for everybody in the society, needs educated, well-educated young boys and girls able to control the bad impetus and cultivating the virtue, the good values, such as to be able to respect the laws that are made by wisest men and women in the state, the police. And if these laws are made in order to get harmony in this society, everybody will be more or less happy, and that was the model of Plato in the Republic, and after that in the laws. But the difference is, and it's important for our project, in the laws, when Plato was older, he introduces the idea that behind a good law, a just law, looking for the best happiness of the most part of the citizens in the state, is a law that is inspired by the wisdom of God. The wisdom of God. So this could be one of the first times in history of European values that a philosopher introduces the idea of a natural law, the natural reason inspired by the divinity or God into men's minds, are the transcendental value which permits or allows us to make justice real. By just and wise laws, everybody could be more happy in the city. Good night, good day, and thank you very much for listening.